So welcome everyone to our essential oils and emotions class. This is something that I love talking about. I could talk about this all day. And we're really here to discover natural remedies to help us return to our wholeness. I believe there's no such thing as a bad emotion. That's my personal belief system. And so today we're going to learn how the emotions and the oils really work together, why they work so well in the body, and then what are some protocols that you can implement at home so that you can step into your self-leadership and really learn how to clear emotions when you need to clear them, and really shift into the desired emotion that you're looking to see. Beautiful. So, welcome. Come with a beginner's mind. I always like to share this with you because we can hear something over and over and over again, but learn something new. And so my goal today is to teach you something new or just have it resonate in a way that you've never really understood it to before. And look for your golden ticket. So I am referring to the Willy Wonka golden ticket. You know how they look through all the chocolate bars to find the one golden ticket to this magical place with Willy Wonka. And so that's what I'm inviting you into, is to look through and sort and sift through all of the information you're going to hear tonight and really find just one key takeaway that's going to help you implement whatever it is that you're looking for, whether it's to feel just more positive, or maybe you're in a space where you do need to look at all of the chaos and the darkness within, and this is a safe place to do both. I think that there's this thing called sacred duality where our quote unquote negative emotions can teach us something. And so I'm here to embrace all of that. When we embrace the dark and the light, that's where we find wholeness. So look for your golden ticket. And if you want to be interested or in the giveaway, then definitely participate in the chat box. And the more that you interact and type down and even write down things that you're learning, the better the brain remembers it. So I'm really excited for to share with you guys today. And so stay till the end if you want to be entered into the giveaway. I got something up my sleeves for you, and I'm excited to see whoever wins that. And you'll find out at the end what it is. Well, do you want me to tell you? Do you want me to tell you what it is? Let me know. Okay, we've got Susan in here. Always take a tech-free break for my mental health every year. Wow, that's awesome. Pre-post an e-course in my class with postage day. Awesome. Perfect. Well, I'm really excited to help you have some takeaways for whatever it is that you're going to be sharing with your people in your program. Okay, the giveaway. So stay till the end. The giveaway is a custom rollerball blend based off of whatever you need. So I'm going to tune into your energetic field, tap into your chakras, and hand curate a blend for you to move into that vibrational frequency alignment. So yay! Stay to the end if you want to participate. So why are you here? Let me know in the comments. What are your intentions for being here? Why did you even decide to take time out of your busy life to show up? The more clear we are, the more we're open to finding those answers. When we're driving in the fog, then we hope we might find where we're going. Maybe, right? But the more crystal clear we are, the more we have a direct path to what we're looking for, then the answers along the way and the nuggets that we need to find are going to be more in your view. Okay, Deb is here to love learning. Oh, she's here. She's just here to learn, loves learning about essential oils and emotions. Rosa, am I saying that right? Yay! She wants to learn something new and connect with like-minded individuals. Yes, this is also my intention for this space is just to be around other people who like this stuff. We have our other Deb in here is her intentions to have more self-care. I love that. Let me write that down. Self-care. Self-care practice. Okay, perfect. Interested in getting away from meds to heal my body. Okay. We'll talk about how stress affects the physical body. So definitely stay in for that portion. And then of course, if you want to go deeper, then we can always have some kind of consultation to see what would work best for you. Okay. Jamie's here to refresh. Yeah, it's always good to go back to the basics, right? Like we always think we need all this advanced stuff, but like, are we really implementing what we already know in our everyday life? So that is my intention for this class also, is just to bring us all back to the basics of listening to our body. What do we need and how can we heal and grow and expand with nature? Awesome. Okay. I'm just going to drop this here. Take a big breath and breathe it in. And let go of your expectations. Let go of all the stories you have going on in your head. Why you think you can't, why it's not happening, why this A, B, or C is preventing you from whatever it is, whatever your goals are. Just let it go. If you'd like to just close your eyes and take a breath into the heart and just tap into releasing, letting go of all the conditioning, all the stories we tell in our mind, all the belief systems. And breathe them out on your exhale. And then I invite you to give yourself full permission. Today is where you write a new story. Beautiful. So my name is Boston. Most of you know me, but for those of you who don't or just need a refresher, I like telling who I am and what my mission is. So I'm a healer. I am a holistic health practitioner and shamanic practitioner by nature. So a lot of what I do is really tied into earth-based wisdom, tapping into divine consciousness and remembering the truths that our soul and our heart knows to be true. Just we've been desensitized as we've walked on our path on earth. And so that's really my core teachings and everything that I do. I am a wife of 7 years with my amazing husband. I'm a pet mom. We have 3 animals. I'm a lover of the divine. Not in a religious sense, but in a space and context of whatever it is that put us here, I'm in love with that. Yeah. And I do everything, every decision I make is in alignment with serving that, with embracing that, and with loving that. I also really love everything fantasy. So I'm a D&D nerd. I love Harry Potter. I love Twilight. I love anything fantasy. My alter ego, I have a What Elf character that I play in D&D. Her name is Nadia, and she's a super badass. And she fucks shit up, but she's got like these moon powers, and it's really fun. So if you're ever interested in playing D&D, my husband is an amazing DM and he has his own business DMing D&D. My mission, I'm here to help empaths and light workers confidently embrace their emotional sensitivity. I'm guessing if you're here, you have big emotions. That's usually who I attract. And understanding that our emotions and our ability to navigate our emotions and grow our intuition and be in alignment with our body, those are intuitive gifts. We're all psychic. We just have to learn how to harness that ability. So that's really the core thing of all of my any kind of my teachings or anything that I share is really based off of that intuitiveness. When we tap into that and we know how to harness our intuition, that's how we evolve and grow. And that's how I believe we're going to make the world a better place, by breaking generational chains and actually knowing what the hell to do with these emotions. Yeah. So our children know and their children know. That's how we make ripple effects. So enough about me. Here's our agenda. We're going to learn about what essential oils are. We're going to learn emotions and what they do in the body. What are my go-to protocols, safety, and frequently asked questions, and then how can you get oils if you don't already have them? And then we'll have the giveaway at the end. So you guys ready? Yay. Okay. What are essential oils? So I know I have a lot on here, but I'm going to read it. Like I'm going to share it with what I say. So you can read it or you can just take a screenshot and then just listen. So essential oils essentially are the purest form of the plant. So bark, flower petals, seeds, all kinds of things, everything found in nature are made up of these chemical constituents or these chemical compounds that are unique to the plant. They're like basically essential oil sacs, if you break it down to a cellular level. These sacs are what protects the plant. They are often have a lot of healing qualities. And essentially it's like the core concentrated DNA of what that plant or herb is. All of them are unique. They all have a certain teaching. And my personal belief, the plant spirits are teachers that show us different things. And they're highly concentrated. So they're about 50 to 70 times more powerful than the herbs that they come from. So if you were to make some peppermint tea with like a peppermint leaf, you might think, oh, this is good. This is kind of strong. No, if you put some peppermint oil in some water in that tea, it is so much more potent. Only one drop is equivalent to like 28 cups of peppermint tea. Think about that for a second. That's what we have at our disposal. This is like the OG witchy herbal concoction potion stuff. But now we found a way to really scientifically prove how powerful these essential oils are. They're 100% natural if you get the right oils, and I'll talk more about that later, with no side effects. You can't find that in modern medicine. And I will share, I don't have it on here. I normally share this in like my more physical based essential oil classes, but the essential oils, which are really cool, is they're actually made with the same DNA structure as our cells. So the essential oil can actually pass through a cellular membrane when modern medicine can't. So if we all know anything about going to the doctor and you have a cold and he's like, it's just a virus, there's nothing we can do about it. That's because modern medicine can't actually penetrate the cellular membrane of a cell. It often has to get in there and destroy it, right? If anything is bad is happening. what is so great and potent about essential oils is that it actually can get inside the cellular membrane of the cell, help to heal and repair the broken or damaged DNA, so that your body starts to duplicate more and more of the healed cells. That's why frankincense is great for wrinkles, rather than keeping the duplication process of a damaged or broken cell. Let's see, did I miss anything? Yeah, I think I said everything on there. Essential oils, hold on, let me put the chat up there. Essential oils have specific chemical compounds, and these, when we're smelling the oils, we're actually utilizing our olfactory system, our nose, right? Our olfactory system is incredibly powerful, and and can trigger lots of emotions or memories. Like we all have that like one smell that brings you back to that one time, and you're like, where did that come from? It triggers our amygdala in our brain, which is largely involved in experiencing emotions. So since each essential oil have a specific chemical compound, they can also influence our emotions. Some of the most common ones are linalool, which promotes clarity, relaxation, and it really lessens anxiety. That's in lavender, cilantro, basil, petitgrain. And these are really one of the best ways to influence our emotions, because they're working with our brain, they're working with our body. Talk therapy is one thing, but if you get inside the body and you help to dissolve whatever that emotion that's stuck in there, the healing benefits are tenfold. Aromatherapy is super powerful. You can also physically apply these essential oils on different pressure points in the body. I was trained by my mentor, who is an acupuncturist and Chinese herbalist, and she taught me all the different meridians that we can, and not to mention chakra points, right? That go throughout the whole body, where we can disrupt certain energy patterns, dissolve them, and rewire them to new ones. So how cool is that? It's like mind-blowing. It's like nature knew what we needed. Oh, okay, we got Susan in the chat. She says, healing emotional trauma, grow a business, changing the world, be the best person I can be, forgive. Yeah, we'll talk about forgiveness. Working hard. Yes, to be the first in my family to break generational trauma patterns. I'm telling you guys, that is why we were born, right here on this time and place on earth. We're chain breakers. It's up to us. That's why shit's so hard. We have one part of it telling us to do one way, but our intuition is telling us, no, do the other thing. And we have to like fight against that. They butt heads, and we have to always try to check into our heart and see where we should go. How can we stay in alignment with our heart? So bless you, Susan, on that path. It's not easy, but thank you for showing up and doing that work. So why address our essential, oh my gosh, why address our emotions with essential oils? So our emotional well-being, as everyone knows, affects our relationships. But not only that, how we interact with our relationships, etc., but the outcomes, our ability to manifest things, our ability to go deeper with our friends, our family, our partner, if you're building a business, with your clients. How many of you hate surface level conversations? I can't do it anymore. I just can't. Yeah, everyone has their hands raised. Ugh. I have to when I have to, but I could talk about hours about something I'm really passionate about. Jamie in the here was just telling us the other day how she was like going on for hours about this one thing that was really lighting her up. And she could like, it's so, so, so important to have these deeper conversations because if we just have surface level conversations without any depth, then what are we doing? So what happens when we go deeper though with people? Y'all, we get triggered sometimes. And so it's not up to someone else to be responsible for how we react. It's up to us. It's not if you it's not up to someone else, but also talking about your past, like you may not have been able to control what happened to you as a child or under really terrible circumstances, but you can choose how you move forward and navigate the world. So if we don't do that, these emotions get stuck in the body. What is an emotion? Do you guys know? An emotion is energy in motion. Yep. When the emotion isn't processed or isn't felt or processed or properly digested, just like food, right? It's kind of a good picture. They get stored and stuck in the body. That's what we mean by emotional blocks, energy blocks, blocks in your chakras, sorry. Excuse me for not being politically correct on saying chakras. I'm trying my best to. These emotions manifest if left undealt with, they build and build and build and eventually manifest into the physical body. That's why I love energy work because we can tap into that shit before it comes into the body and clear it out. So it doesn't have to have a physical ailment, right? But if it's left undealt with, our body can have physical responses or ailments, and your emotional health and can also influence how your body feels. So yeah, Susan's here in the comments and says, the short-term pain suffered by suppressing emotions is far greater than this. Yes, thank you for bringing that. Let me repeat this because I know I didn't finish it for people who are watching the replay. The short-term pain suffered by suppressing emotions is far greater than the short-term pain of confronting them. Thank you for bringing that here, Susan, 100%. If we just can learn how to process our emotions in real time rather than like holding on to them or holding a grudge. I share this all the time. I'm an open book when it comes to my personal journey. I used to get so angry. I was an angry person. But when I started showing up, doing the inner healing work, that's why I'm a big promoter for this inner work. I have programs and one-on-one stuff to help people process these things that's happened to them in the past. I would hold on to things for like 2 weeks or a month, or sometimes just never talk to someone again. But now I can process the emotion and the trigger and the reaction inside of me in real time. So I'm either not speaking harshly to my husband, or if am human, I go ahead and apologize, usually right immediately after. That response time from 2 weeks to like in the moment or like an hour later is huge for me because I can actually have a marriage that's worth anything. He doesn't deserve that. It's not his fault I have a trauma background, right? And that's the same thing with our friends, our family. I'm not going to go into the family thing, but it's there. And how can we show unconditional love to ourselves and others? Okay, so here's some examples I put on here. Anger shows up in the body, feeling fiery. Anxiety shows up in your heart racing. Sometimes you get sweaty, shortness of breath. You might have a tight feeling in your chest. Stress literally causes inflammation in the body. Did you know that like up to, what's my statistic here? 75 to 95% of all doctor's visits are related to stress. And it costs the American industry more than $300 billion annually. Think if we just learned how to process our stress, how to regulate our nervous system, how to forgive, right? And the great thing is that essential oils are literally not that much. They're a tiny little centimeter in that $300 billion. Anna says, I get migraines if I'm stressed out. Me too. I was just getting a migraine the other day. I was like, nope. I just told my business students this. Nope. Not today, Satan. I did nervous system regulation, self-care. I sat with plant medicines. I journaled. No. Because I knew I had emotion in my body that was getting stored in the third eye chakra. The third eye chakra has to do with self-responsibility. So if you get headaches a lot, know that it's that expectation that you put on yourself for your responsibility. And that's the whole thing. And if you're interested, you can come do Chakra Club with me because it's really fun. We go into stuff like that. Okay. But do you guys get it? Shows up in our body. And these certain emotions emit vibrations. Our emotions are vibrations in our bodies. We can also emit these vibrations to other people. And we can also feel their vibes, their vibrations too. Everyone ever walk into a room and immediately know or can feel or sense what the energy is in there? Let me know in the chat. Do you know you walk into a room and everyone's happy? Does that light you up when you walk into a room and other people are happy and you're immediately happy too? It's a frequency. What about when you walk into a room and you can literally cut the tension with a knife? Ooh, no thanks. Ooh, I'm going to turn around the other way, right? These are vibrations. And science actually shows us that there are vibrations for emotions and illness. And so I put on here on the slides just examples. Death is, so on the vibrational scale, kind of like a ruler, right? Or a thermometer, there's all these different megahertz, and it's scientifically proven now, these things. It's so cool. I could geek out about this. Deb says the term feel the room fits me to a T. Yeah. You're probably highly psychic and intuitive. So death is around 25 megahertz. If you were to die, you would have 0 megahertz. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like the baseline. You have a life force or energy in motion in there. Disease begins around 57 megahertz. Cancer is around 42 megahertz. The cold and the flu is around 57 to 67 megahertz. And a healthy body is anywhere on average around 62 to 78 on a daily basis, right? There might be some times where you're really high. There might be some times where you're really low. And a negative thought will literally decrease that vibration by 12. A positive thought will increase it by 10. And so you have simultaneously so much going on. And so it's kind of like an average. Where are you averaging? Where are you normally vibrating? Is it lower? Is it higher? And the cool thing is that you can be going through a really hard, rough thing, but if you're averaging at a higher level, you're good. You can handle it. It's when we get too low, we let ourselves get too low. That's when people are like, I'm burnt out, or I'm feeling just really low. Their average frequency is vibrating lower, and they can't handle it because they're down here with disease. I don't want to put anything on anyone. You know what I mean, though? And so all we have to do is rewire our brain, rewire our body. And we can do that with prayer. That increases it by around 15. Positive thinking. Let's see what other examples I have on here. Essential oils vibrate around 62 up to 580 megahertz. Rose essential oil and Melissa essential oil are like the top vibrating essential oils. So if you have those unprocessed emotions, those unprocessed experiences from your past, they can show up in your body. That's why we want to take the time to do the inner work. So how do essential oils come in here? I kind of started talking about it. These higher vibrations will decrease your reactivity, people triggering the fuck out of you, because you're going to be on a higher frequency. And I kind of make it move like this because it's like a wave, right? Like a frequency on an average of highs and lows. Increase your clarity, help you make decisions, and enjoy living with better boundaries and discernment. I wonder where complacent vibrations stand. I'm not sure, Susan. Bitterness, resentment, hate, grudges are all vibrations at which Cancer thrives. So I'm going to guess somewhere a little bit higher than that, but not quite too high. So here are some vibrations for oils. Lavender is 118 megahertz. Frankincense, 147. Rose is 320. Peppermint is 78. So now we know why essential oils work. Now we know what they do in the body. Do you guys want to know what are my favorite go-tos? Like, this is the nitty-gritty. This is what you came here for. I've been working with essential oils. I didn't put this in my intro time since 2016, and I've been working with them daily. I teach my academy, my holistic healing academy students that these oils are sacred. And I really value what they bring to the story. They're not just something sitting on the shelf for me. They are my teachers. They're just as powerful and potent as sitting with ethnogens or mind-altering substances. And if you're interested in learning more about the scientific stuff, I'm going to have another class going over energy work and essential oils. So just kind of keep an eye out for that, and I'll go deeper into stuff like that. Okay, so here are my top ones. I have 2 slides, and it's kind of going through a process here. So when an emotion comes up, we have to be aware that it comes up, right? Otherwise, like, we can't do nothing about it. We're driving in the fog. So my process with myself, with my clients, I made a 5-step process, and I'm kind of walking you through this here briefly. but I have a whole training on this, and it's if you want it, I can send it to you. We have to become aware of the emotion that's there. So frankincense is a really good one for discovering what is that? Where are your blind spots? Frankincense is the oil of truth. So it cuts through the illusion that you're telling yourself, or the conditionings or the environment that you may be in may be telling you, and helps you to see what's the truth. It also helps you to unmask. Who's ever been in a situation where you kind of are being someone you're not really, just because that's kind of the status quo of the people you're with? And then if you hang around them too long, all of a sudden, who am I? That can be around family, and it could be the most obvious thing, and it can be the most subtle thing. And we're all guilty of it. We have been operating in the colonial capitalistic paradigm for hundreds and thousands of years. We're so far away from being in balance with the earth and our true state of living. And I'm going to leave it there because that's a whole can of worms. So frankincense, I love frankincense on the third eye. That makes sense, right? Your third eye is how you view yourself, how you view the world. I love frankincense. You can also put it on the back of the head, kind of like at the nape of the neck, right under where that bump is, the back of your neck. If you feel the back of it, you can kind of feel it. That's a pressure point. Yeah. And if you've ever watched The Matrix, that's where they hook in the thing. Isn't that crazy? Like, if you think about it, like how much went into that movie. I love that movie, those movies. Yeah, frankincense is great. You can put third eye, back of the neck. When in doubt, use frankincense. If you don't know what to use, if you don't know what to work with, get frankincense. Okay, moving on. Once we know it's there, we know what we're working with. Let's say we have an anger issue and it stemmed from your best friend stabbing you in the back. I don't know. I'm just pulling it out of my butt. You can also clear that on anyone here. Now that we know what we're working with, we have to clear it out. We have to process it. We have to feel it. I would even argue you have to feel it before you can clear it. I mean, you have to digest it before it comes out your butt, right? So it's kind of the same thing with emotions. Before you can release it. I love tea tree oil for that. Tea tree oil is really this beautiful, and everyone's probably smelled tea tree oil, but pure tea tree oil smells like something totally different. It will, it'll wake you up. It's really good at cleansing and refreshing the energy in your body. I don't have on here, but I do want to go over the Forgive blend by dōTERRA. It's specifically formulated with a bunch of different essential oils that are on the frequencies of forgiving, of accepting, of letting go. Especially when you feel a lot of anger. Forgive is great for that. Susan's saying, dōTERRA's tea tree is the only oil that doesn't smell bad. It actually smells good to me. Yeah, that's funny. And lavender smells a lot different than something you get out of your like laundry soap, which I don't use fragranced anything like that anymore, but because of the toxin load. But lavender artificially or synthesized smells way different than real lavender. It's so crazy. And rose oil. That's so much more spicy than you realize. Okay. Forgive, really good on the heart space, that blend. Tea tree, down the spine. And if you're interested, you can do like a generic 2-week protocol with frankincense, tea tree, and then pick something after, anything after now. But start with frankincense and tea tree always. If you're an energy worker, if you are a coach, if you are just trying to do emotional healing with yourself and maybe your family, frankincense, tea tree. Always begin with those. You want to clear it out before we can put something new in there. So, yeah, and Susan's got some information in the chats for you guys. I go into like very specific details about the essential oils in my academy. It's so much fun and I break it down for you. Okay, so another oil that's really awesome, once you've cleared out whatever it is that's going on, you're left empty. So guess what? You got to fill it back up with what you want. It's pretty simple. When you remove something, you got to put something back in there. You got to fill it back up. And if you don't do this, it's really easy to revert back to the old way because that's how you are operating. When you're rewiring, I love vetiver. It's a really nourishing and calming oil. It helps to bring the spirit back into the body. A lot of the time the spirit will leave if they're feeling overwhelmed, like the body, literally, will leave if they feel overwhelmed or scared or in any kind of fear. So if you're feeling out of sorts, it's more than likely your spirit could be partially out of your body or just completely out of your body. You guys ever drove from one place to the next and not remembered how you got there? Your spirit, you're not grounded into the body. You're not anchored. Vetiver, bottom of the feet and back of the knees. That'll help to anchor the spirit into the body. It's also really good for people with ADHD. You can use it daily, forever. Yep, cool. Okay. So I'm walking you through a process here. So once you start to feel safe in the body, now we want to keep this energy anchored. We want to keep it there. And we don't want other people to come into our sphere and fuck it up. What are you going to do if someone pushes your buttons and you're on this path of trying to feel better and you're feeling good and trying to start on a new leaf? What are you going to do then? So I love On Guard. On Guard is an essential oil blend. Oh, these are all blends on this. That's funny. And then was the first one all single oils? That's so funny. Huh? Okay, so On Guard is a protection blend. It physically boosts your immune system, but the reason why it does that is because it promotes and activates your Wei Qi. Your Wei Qi in Chinese medicine is your protective energy. It's your energy that allows you to, not go into fight or flight or not. Does that make sense? Your Wei Qi also is your ability to be stable and fight off threats. Emotionally, On Guard will help you to build boundaries. So if there's a conversation that needs to be had, maybe it's with your schedule, you need to have boundaries with your schedule. On Guard is really good for instilling and implementing those boundaries. Are you guys still following me? Yay. Great. Yay. I could talk about this all day. These essential oils are literally like my best friends sometimes. So the process I'm walking you through, we become aware of the emotion, we feel it and clear it out. Then we have to nourish and feel safe in our body. Keep that energy safe. All of us have to put our own oxygen mask on before we help someone else, right? That's all the work you've done up until now. This is putting your oxygen mask on, getting yourself right. Now we can begin to think externally. This is where we start to uplift and empower ourselves, have the energy. If we're not nourished and fulfilled and our energy leaks are taken care of, then we can't do anything. But if we're feeling great and we have energy to give, we can start to put ourselves out there. We can start to look about serving someone else. We can start to think about our goals and our actions. So the cheer blend is a bunch of essential oils that are like citrusy. I think there's even vanilla in there. They're very uplifting and empowering oils. I love this one in the diffuser. If you ever feel low, put the cheer blend in your diffuser. It's so yummy. It smells like the sun. And that's very masculine. You need help getting into your masculine energy? Put some cheer blend on. You got action steps, you got shit to do. But we can't only do that if our feminine is in balance. Lastly, once we're feeling really good, we're feeling empowered, we really need to anchor in the energy. Adaptive blend is fantastic because it's in the title. Adaptive. How can you be adaptive to what life throws at you and still be good? This is the integration step. We do all the work. Now, how do we keep that and maintain that new feeling or vibration or frequency? And all the little steps. So I love adaptive blend. I was having panic attacks every day for like 2 months straight after my grandma passed. And it's really interesting because it was like 3 or 4 months after that happened, maybe even like 5 or 6. Yeah, it was more like 5 or 6. So I was avoiding looking. And then I finally started to feel it and it came on way too strong. The grief hit me like a Mack truck. And dōTERRA came out with this adaptive blend. And I'm not kidding you, it saved my life. It's specifically formulated to chemically alter our brain. It has neroli in there, which is similar to liquid Xanax, but without all the junk. It's got lavender, which is calming. It's got green mandarin, which is the oil it's a really strong heart opening oil. This is the mental health blend. And this is why this is an integration step, because this is something we want to do daily. We need boundaries take a couple weeks to put up. That's it. We may need to cheer and uplift and empower ourselves. Maybe like once a day or every, few days, we might feel out of the sort. But the adaptive blend, feeling grounded and centered in our truth, our heart, that has to happen daily. So adaptive, I love on the inside of the wrist creases right here. This is the meridian that's connected with the triple burner, which is the heart, the lungs, and I think the solar plexus, the stomach. Don't hold me to that. It's something like that, but it's really powerful. Okay, let me read the chats. Whoops, there we go. Oh, thank you. Yeah. The same happened when your dad passed. I know. I get that. It's my dad just passed recently, and it's interesting because my grandma's death anniversary is coming up on the 22nd. And so what, that's 5 years. It's been 5 years. It took me months to process that. But all of this work I've done with the essential oils, with the coaching programs that I've been a part of, that I've received, with the daily inner work at my altar, getting on my knees and praying from a place of not religious. That's not who I am. 5 years later, my dad passes, and I've been able to process it so in real time. Thank you. Yeah, it's still very hard. Yeah, I know. And that's why we have these tools and community and places like this. Let me see what else. Printouts. I don't have printouts. You guys can screenshot the things if you want. I'll have the replay available for you guys. Awesome. Okay. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, here we go. So I say all of this, but if you don't have high quality oils, none of that shit's happening. It has to be a certain frequency, a high enough quality oil to actually energetically shift anything. If they are stuff from like the store, or like, I don't know, even from Whole Foods, it's not regulated. I put on here, did you know the essential oil business is not FDA regulated? There are no standards. And this is what dōTERRA has done, is try to create a standard for the marketplace. I have some really cool facts on here. So essential oils can be adulterated and do not have to have a clear listing of what's in the bottle. There could be fillers that do not have to be legally listed. You could be putting, I don't know, gas oil, gasoline, or I don't know, something like that on you, and you wouldn't know. Did you know in other countries that they, like, stuff is illegal that is not illegal in the United States? So there are certain tiers of essential oils. Walmart, synthetic, they're synthetic. They're chemically made in a lab. There's no medicinal standpoint at all that's from nature. And the imprinting happens, right, from the actual coding and frequency of the plant. Whole Foods, some oils, but they could have filler oil in it. You don't really know. Maybe you might find a good brand out there. I don't know. dōTERRA is the company that I partner with. They're legitimate. They have super high standards when it comes to third-party testing. So this means that this third party that's not paid by dōTERRA tests the oils to make sure that shit's pure. What you get in the bottle, here I have grapefruit. What you get in this bottle is 100% grapefruit. There's nothing else in here. dōTERRA also sources from native regions for the best medicinal results. I'm going to end here in a moment. I'm going to take just a quick example. Vetiver. You guys want to know how they make vetiver, how they harvest vetiver? I don't know. This has probably been a while since Jamie's heard this. Vetiver takes on average about 8 months, 6 to 8 months to grow. It's made by when it's harvested, they just cut the root and regrow it, re-put it back in the soil, and it grows more. So someone in a third world country would make more sense for them to harvest every 6 to 8 months because then they get paid more often. Well, doTERRA has done lots of science, lots of research comparing, and they have found to be the most medicinal, like the highest threshold of the medicinal quality components in the essential oil. It needs to be growing for around 18 months. 6 to 8 months, 18 months. So think of how much you are not getting if you harvest it at 6 to 8 months. It's a little baby. It's like a little teenager. And you absolutely can. But what doTERRA has done is they've paid these farmers more so that they won't have to go and outsource and harvest every 6 to 8 months, so that we actually get quality essential oil. And that's with all of the oils. So that's just a little example of like, yeah, you could get something from Whole Foods and it might be okay, but like, what the science is going into that. I just trust doTERRA because they put it all out there. You can go on their website and they have all these articles that you can read. Okay. La la la. Also, a lot of them are all of them are sourced where it's native. So that means that they're giving jobs to people in third world countries, which literally fixes poverty. It fixes the sex trade. Because if the farmers get paid, they have a job, they don't have to sell their children. They build wells, all kinds of things. I could go on and on and on, but that's the kind of heart that doTERRA has. They build schools, hospitals in countries that they farm. And we are sourced in about 32 to 40 countries. And most of those are third world countries. That's why doTERRA costs more. Do you actually know what you're buying when you're buying the cheap option? You know, when you buy clothes, if you buy the cheap option, what you're spending? You vote with your dollars. And what kind of world do you want to make? I want to make a great world. Okay. La la la. Lots of women empowerment. They do menstrual information and hygiene products. They do micro loans for entrepreneurial endeavors for the farmers if they want to go do something else. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have for you guys today. I'd love to know in the comments what your takeaways are. And then stay till the end if you want to be a part of the giveaway. I'm going to share with those that need to get some oils, how they can get oils in their home. So stay tuned if you want to know how to get your oils. I am a partner with doTERRA. I've been partnering with them since 2016. I'm really blessed enough to get my oils paid for now, and I'm teaching my people who are in my downline how to grow a business with doTERRA as well. And so if you're interested in that, we can talk more about the business opportunity, but you just want the oils, I'll tell you how to get them. You just sign up either through a wholesale membership or a starter kit. It's kind of like a Costco membership, right? So you pay a one-time fee, and then every year after that is just a $25 fee. And they send you a free peppermint. So peppermint's like $21. So basically every year they make you buy a peppermint, and I'm not mad about it. I give away peppermints as like gifts all the time because I just have so many of them. With this wholesale membership, you get 25% off everything. You get the same price I get. You can order as often or as little as you'd like. I will say if you want to order monthly, you can get points, and that's how I buy my like $300 rose all the time, and all the expensive oils is with my points. But we can go over that a different time. So you can do the membership and then just pick whatever you want, or you can get a starter kit. I suggest the starter kit because the $35 fee is included in the oils. So instead of just paying $35, you're paying $35 to go towards oils. Here are the enrollment kits. These are the two that I suggest based on what we talked about. So this one is the Aroma Essentials, and this one's the Healthy Start. They both come with a diffuser. This one comes with the La Luz diffuser, and it has a cute little pink light setting, which I love. And then this one is the Pebble diffuser, and it's so adorable. It you can put it on a little shelf or whatever you want, and it comes out so cute. I like little cute things. So based off of what we talked about, these are the two I suggest. There's the aroma ones. This one's 155. This one's 160. This one has more of the emotional aspects of ones. And then this one's got pretty much everything that you need to start physically. However, they do also work well with your emotions, of course. The only thing that's not in the aroma one is your tea tree. So you can always add that or get it next month. And right now, if you sign up, you get a free Pebble diffuser, no matter what you order. Yeah, Susan's saying that right now with the 150p enrollment, you get a free Pebble diffuser, which is really cool. Or you can make your own kit. So as long as I make 150 PV, which essential oils have let's say it's lime is I think $12. It's 12 PV. So if you have a 150 PV order, you can make whatever you want and you get a free diffuser. You are ready to enroll. There is my link. Oh gosh, it didn't do it. Hold on. One sec. I don't know. Oh, I see why. I see it. I see it. There. There's my enrollment link if you're ready to get some oils. These are the perks of being on our team. If you don't already have an essential oil team, if you need to sign up and enroll today, you will be enrolled into the Oil Whiz community. We have an exclusive Facebook group where we post all the time about essential oil tips, relevant things, it's winter right now. So there's a lot of winter diffuser blends, there's education, and we always post what the up-to-date doTERRA promotions are. We also have a team website with a bunch of archived classes. And if you watch the specific series on our website, I will send you a free diffuser if you're in my downline. A bunch of important resources and trainings on there as well. And you also get a community that likes oils too. Ooh, what's more fun than that? I want to have more oil events just so we can get around and hang out and talk about oils. Not only that, but you get me. I get me in your corner. Hi. I have a bunch of free enrollment gifts because I love spoiling my clients and anyone that's in my field. A couple people on here can testify to that. You will have access to monthly classes and business support if you want it. If you are interested in making extra income or even just getting your oils paid for, I'm going to be having regular business support classes for doTERRA as well. And if you sign up and enroll by January 26th, which is next Friday, you will get a complimentary oil strategy session with me. So we'll have a conversation, we'll figure out what's going on, and I will set you up with a game plan to help you to get into more of an expansive state in your life, whatever that is for you. Susan's on here saying, love that doTERRA gives new enrollments the option to purchase a kit. Yeah, I know. You get the Pebble diffuser for free, even if you get a kit. You get two. Rosa says, I had no idea essential oils had so many benefits. You're so welcome. You're so welcome, you guys. So I'd love to know your takeaways in the comments. You guys are starting to do that. And if you want to enter into the giveaway, if you made it to now, type a number 1 through 50 in the chat box. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to not look at it. Okay, I wrote my number down. Let's see, how many people do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, we got 2 people who still need to put it in. I'll give you another 30 seconds. Okay, awesome. We got everyone. Okay, my number is 53. So whoever is closest to 53, who is it? Deb is 44. It's Deb Barton. Yay! Oh my gosh, yay. And I'll see you soon tomorrow. So I'll just give you your gift tomorrow. I'm going to send you a little questionnaire, Deb, to see how to make your rollerball blend. Sound good? Okay, awesome. Here are some free resources. I have a weekly show inside my Facebook group called the Ascension Vortex. Weekly trainings on there. And then on the next day, it's put on YouTube. So you can always watch on there. And then I'm figuring out how to get it on Spotify. I have a monthly newsletter. If you want to get on my energy forecast, I do an essential oil protocol every month. So if you want on that, just Facebook message me your email if you're not on it already. And then I'm on Instagram and Facebook. So, yay, I trust that this served you guys. I will send out the replay soon, and best of luck to you guys as you navigate all your emotional stuff. I'm a big advocate for just feeling it. Just feeling it. So have a beautiful evening. I will see you guys next week on the show. Bye. Namaste.